Today I'm gonna talk about file duplication in Elden Ring. Whatever your reason may be, this is exactly what I'm gonna show you how to do it. Now, a little disclaimer, this is only really good for PC users. You can use it in console, I'm pretty sure, because you can back up your files on a flash drive and put it on your computer. However, I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, but you should be able to do it. Anyways, let's get on with it. The first thing you're gonna want to do is just have your character ready. What this means is just get it to the point where you feel comfortable to doing a file duplication. This is my character and I have a bunch of stuff that I like about him. I explored a lot and I don't really want to do it a second time right now. Another really important thing is that there is an item called Larval Tear. What this does is it lets you respec. So yes, there are a bunch of them, and yes, you could just use respecking as you wish, but I kind of really want two different playthroughs, right? So respecking even there doesn't help me. However, if the main character I duplicate has Larval Tear, it allows me to change the build completely from start to finish, right? Every time I duplicate the file, I'm going to be able to switch build. So Larval Tear is going to be really important on this one. Now that your character is ready, you know what you want to do, you have all the items you want, you're ready to duplicate the file. How you're going to do this is really simple. First off, you're going to need to find the file folders inside of your computer. To do this, you will need to open up your file folders, obviously, and find these little things. You're going to need to select your hard drive. Now, I have two hard drives, but I know which one has my BIOS. You're going to want to find the one that has your BIOS, the one that your system is installed on. If you don't know, it's no big deal. You can just try all of them and see if the next folder I show you is inside of one of them. Now when you click on the folder, you should have all of these things. The one that you need is called users. So I'm going to click on users. I'm going to take my profile, which is called Zarog. This is the name of my computer. So click on your profile. The name will be different. It's going to be whatever name you have on it. Double click on that and then you're going to get to here, and this is where a little tricky part happens because the folder you want is hidden by your computer. The computer doesn't want you to duplicate your file. The computer doesn't want you to play inside of your saved games because it might destroy a few things or corrupt a few things. However, don't be afraid because this is actually going to be a method that allows you to uncorrupt your save if it ever gets corrupted by Elden Ring. I know a lot of people had this problem, so this is 100% safe, okay? So don't worry about it. Now, to see hidden folders, what you're gonna have to do is go at the top here and go into the View tab. Then there's going to be a little checkbox called Hidden Items. You're gonna click on that and boom, the folder magically appears. You can tell which folder is which that you're not supposed to see because they are a little grayed out. Now, this one is called App Data. We're gonna double click on it. We're gonna double click on Roaming. And then we're gonna double click on Elden Ring. Now, you're gonna have a folder that is just a string of characters. This is essentially because the game has a big anti-cheat engine and to play with it would be unsafe. So it basically takes your whole profile. Every single save you have is in one big profile. That's how it goes. So the next thing we're gonna do is back up this file to make sure nothing bad happens. And if anything wrong is to happen, you can just drag back the file in here, replace it, and everything's gonna be good. So to back up a file, it's really easy. You just click on it, you right click, and then you go to copy. And then you open another folder and you just right click and put pastes. Now this is going to, since I already backed it up, this is going to be like, oh, the destination has 3 files with the same name. Are you sure you want to interchange them? You're gonna say yes, because it is the same build, it is everything. So now you have your files at 2 different points, right? This is the same exact moment in the game. If you click on this one, if this one gets corrupt, you can just take this one here and drag it back. Now you're pretty much good to go. This was the final hard step. Now in the same folder that you've copied your save, what I would do is I would put all of my builds, and I would just copy this. I would go into the file, drop it, right? Copy, drop. Copy, drop. Copy, drop. Now I have 4 different save states of my game, of the same game. And let's say I want to do my Fate build. Well, I can just go inside of the game and go respec to the Fate build. So this is the same character, I just switched the armor and the weapon he has equipped, but this is still my intelligence character. However, I really want to try a Fate build. Therefore, I'm gonna go talk to her, and I'm gonna offer her one of my Larval Tear. This is gonna allow me to respec. So these are the stats I'm going to go with. This allows me to wield the weapon. This gives me enough Fate to cast pretty much anything I want, and enough strength to just pummel my enemies to pieces. So I'm gonna go this, and it's gonna spend my Larval Tear, obviously. And now, as you can see, I can wield the Fate weapon just fine. And this is my new playthrough, right? But what if I want to go back to my other playthrough once I'm done playing this character? Well, that's going to be fairly simple, right? Because now my file state is the Fate build. So all I gotta do is take it, copy, and then I go to my Fate build and I paste it, and I'm going to replace it for the Fate build. But if I go back, all of these are still my original save state. So I'm going to go back to the intelligence build, I'm going to take it, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to go here, I'm going to copy it again, and I'm going to replace it, okay? This is going to allow you to bypass the anti-cheat and have as many save states of the game as you want. And just to show you it really works, I am going to go back and just show you my original character. It's at the same spot I am, and no, this was not filmed before. So you're gonna go to the load game, and then you are going to be able to just see I'm still at the round table hold where I left you with my intelligence character. And now I can play this guy for however long I want, and that's it. If you just want to respec and you want to have only a single character that you don't need to redo everything on, this is pretty good. If you don't really care and you just want to play different things and you're wondering how to add Larval Tears, I'm pretty sure if you play offline you can mod the game to have infinite items. That's gonna make it so that you can just respec every time you want. However, I really wanted file duplication system, and this is the best I could find. Is it aesthetically pleasing? Not really. You have to go inside of your files all the time, and it's kind of annoying. However, of course, you can make shortcuts in your desktop to make the whole thing a lot easier. Don't forget to back up your files. One last little thing. Sometimes when you replace the file, it may tell you that the cloud save and the local save are not the same. You're gonna have the choice to go with the cloud save and the local save. Go with the local one. If you go with the cloud, it's gonna change and alter your save state that you're using and that you replaced. So always go with the local one, and don't worry, this is really safe. In fact, this is the exact method people use to back up the saves on Elden Ring all the time. All you're doing is cheating the system a little bit to be able to duplicate your files. I hope that helped. I know I searched for a solution for this for a while. I didn't find anything because of the anti-cheat, and I kind of came up with it myself. So I hope you learned something. If you did, please subscribe, like, whatever you want. Let me know in the comments below why you want to duplicate your file, if this helped, and obviously if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them at the best of my ability. Until next time.